Okay, this is hold on, let's get everything up on here. I'm very happy with where everything's at currently. The way that this is written, if you compare with the Python scripts, there in theory should be not much of a comparison as far as speed goes. Doing all the aggregation in SQL should be night and day difference. Also, dropping off all the data in Mongo and everything should be very quick. So let's do a quick sample run on here. As you can see in here, there are no databases. Let's do a quick refresh to confirm that. So there are no databases there. I'm going to select one of my queries. So let's create the branch. I'm going to send this to Mongo, and it's done. So now if we look at Mongo, and we do a refresh here. Where's my refresh? Now we have a Meteor database, and we created our branch table, which if we look on the branch tables, we have everything in there. All right, let's go to the next one. Now let's go to the branch summary. This one's a little bit longer, so let's send this to Mongo. It's doing the query right now, and that one's done. So if we go over here, we should now have a branch summary, which we do. And again, all the records are in there, perfectly done. Where you're really going to notice the results being far, far quicker. Let's go down to some of these strategy report type things. So let's do the contact report is the most complicated of all these reports, so this would be a good one to run off of. So let's do a quarterly contact report. Let's send this. It's doing the query, and it's already done. So that's how quick the aggregation was. So if we were to click on this, the quarterly contact report. So we, in essence, could send over your entire database, and my hunch is under about 4 or 5 minutes, which is pretty impressive in my opinion with the proper aggregation and all the different things on here. All the queries are done in here, so if you ever want to make sure the data's been pulled properly, we could always throw it back in SQL. And hold on. And that will run the query for you, and you can see. I wrote this, I redid all the logic on here because before I was doing all these subqueries, and it's way too much iteration. So in order to drastically increase the speed, I wrote a very simple logic where here if you put in brackets and you separate it by a pipe. So you put Q110, and then what that will do, it'll put it under a Q110 node. So let's do an example of this on the score report. So here is a weekly score report. Let's send this over. This will have all the different weeks in there. So I have it sending 1,000 at a time. So if we go over, we just sent over 2,000 records. Let's refresh here. Then we go in the weekly score report. You see how it put Q110? Well, that's all because of this simple stuff over in here, which I have Q1. So I basically designated all these things with the queries, and I wrote the queries. I redid all your indexes too to put some things on there to make this run a lot quicker. So I'm very, very happy with where this is at. Again, when you compare the aggregation, sending stuff over, it should be no comparison as far as speed, and our accuracy should be much better too because we're not basing anything off stale sets of data. Like if you make a correction in the database, we could just instantaneously redo the entire database in a matter of seconds. So very, very cool stuff. But we will be able to go through later because I've spent a good probably 15 hours on this stuff in the last 2 days, so I'm a little bit zonked. But I hope you guys like this, and then maybe tomorrow we could regroup and kind of go through everything. But yeah, I want to enjoy my weekend a little bit. I've spent too much of it in an office. Thanks.